which will be cut out. Green Book stars Viggo Mortensen as Tony, who's been living in the Bronx for all his life essentially. He's an Italian-American. He keeps going from job to job, just trying to put food on the table for his family. And when a job comes up to drive Dr. Don Shirley around for his tour, who is a black musician, he isn't so sure at first because it is an 8-week tour and it'll take away from his family for 2 months, so there's a chance he might not make it back for Christmas, but it is good money and it will help him pay his rent, and that's what he desperately needs at the moment, so he decides to take it. While they're on this tour, we get to know each other a little more, learn about each other's cultures, how they were with their family, what their past experiences were like, and what starts out as a simple job for Tony soon turns into a mutual respect for one another, which soon turns into a very strong friendship. And I have to say, I was blown away by this movie. I was hearing so many good things about this film, even to the point where it was getting Oscar nominations, Golden Globe nominations, everything like that. And I got a little scared that it might be a little overhyped. The trailer looked amazing. I was so excited, and I have to say this movie did not let me down. I loved every minute of this film. From the moment the film started and you're introduced to Viggo Mortensen's character, who is an incredibly likeable guy, but don't get on his bad side or say anything to offend him, because he can just slap you upside the head, which happens quite a bit in this film to quite comedic effect. You get to learn that he is a family man. He's jumping from job to job purely to put food on the table for his family. His connection with his wife, played by Linda Cardellini, I thought was fantastic. Even in the short amount of time that you got to see them on the screen together, they were great together. I bought their chemistry. And the movie takes place during the 1960s, where black people were being segregated quite a lot. There was a lot of discrimination down towards them. They weren't seen as equal to whites. And while Tony has moments of showing his discrimination just a little bit, he wouldn't actually outright beat them up or anything like that. He's not that type of person. He has respect for people, but if you get on the wrong side of him, he will hurt you. However, that all changes when he meets Don Shirley's character, played by Mahershala Ali. I really hope I pronounced his name right. That would be a crime to butcher his name after seeing him in this film. And while driving him around and looking after him, he gets to see that discrimination firsthand, and it starts to change him as a person. This is helped a lot by Viggo Mortensen's performance in this movie, because this guy just absolutely blows it away. He is fantastic in this movie. I haven't seen him in a role like this before, so I was very intrigued to see how he'd take it, and he did very well. He absolutely nailed it in this film, as did Mahershala Ali, who again was absolutely phenomenal. Both their chemistry together was absolutely fantastic. I bought their friendship. The banter between them was very well written. It flowed naturally together. Wasn't a single point in this movie where I thought the dialogue felt awkward or forced in any way, and I really bought into this blossoming friendship that I was seeing unfold on screen, which is down to the amazing performances. And the way the movie deals with the more racial aspects that happened during this film is very well done as well. I thought it was very subtly done. It wasn't too grandiose or over the top or anything like that. It wasn't the main focus of the film. Granted, it is one of the more important things that happened during this movie, but it's not shown to a point where you need to focus on it. It's not just throwing it all in our face saying this is what happened to black people during this time, you need to feel bad for them or anything like that. And don't get me wrong, what happened during that time was absolutely awful, but this movie doesn't focus on that. This movie is building the friendship between these two characters. While focusing on that, the racial aspect was done in a very subtle way. And when the movie does decide to focus on more racial aspects, it's done in a very powerful, thought-provoking way. What I also didn't expect is for comedy in this movie. I was genuinely laughing out loud during certain points of this film. It is really well done. The way it switches between the more serious moments of the film and the more comedic moments, or even meshing them together at times, worked really well. There wasn't a moment of this movie where I thought that didn't work, that didn't work. Every time the movie wanted to make you laugh, it made you laugh. When the movie wanted to make you feel on edge, it succeeded in doing so. And I think that's helped a lot of the directing by Peter Farrelly, who is known more for his comedic movies like Dumb and Dumber. The guy knows what he's doing with comedy. He knows how to put it into movies to make you laugh at the right moment. And he does it again in this movie, but it combines it so well with the more dramatic tones that the movie goes for that it just works. I think, in my opinion, this might actually be Peter Farrelly's best film. Not only is it well directed as well, the movie actually looks gorgeous. The score for this film is absolutely spectacular. I don't really have an issue with this movie. If I'm really nitpicking, I think the only issue I could really bring up is possibly the two people in Don Shirley's band, people that are with him, his trio. They didn't get enough screen time as I thought they probably should have done, considering they're supposed to be very close friends of Don. They show them both of having a lot of respect for him in the scenes that he's in. You can see that they are close. But the movie doesn't really play on that as much as I thought it probably should have done. Other than that though, guys, I absolutely loved this movie. This is absolutely fantastic. And the title as well, Green Book, I thought it was a very weird title when I was going into it. I didn't see why it was going to be called Green Book, but the way they subtly put in why it's called Green Book is very well done, and it makes the movie even more powerful once you know why it's being called that. Overall, guys, this movie was absolutely fantastic. Viggo Mortensen and Mahershala Ali were absolutely outstanding in this movie. Both of them, I think, deserve a bit of a nomination at the very least for their role in this movie. It was a very good time, very funny, very heartfelt, incredibly powerful and moving at times. This movie I highly recommend to you guys. Please do check it out if you get the chance. For all those reasons, I'm going to give Green Book 5 stars. So, Green Book, have you guys seen it yet? What do you think about it? Whatever you thought, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks to those watching, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with your friends, and if you want to see more videos just like this one, then subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks again for watching. You guys are awesome, and I will see you all in the next video.